Surprise, y'all. You getting another video from me today. Except this one, you might not like. And you know what? That's okay. Welcome back to From the Holler. Welcome if you are new. My name is Missy. And I've got something to say. So, let's get into it, y'all. Let's see what's going on. We're out here in the garden tonight. As you can see, I am watering. I had to come out of the house for a little bit. This is not going to be like a real edited video or anything like that, because this is going to be a one-shot deal. Because y'all, I am mad. I am mad. Y'all pay attention to what's going on in the country, in our great United States of America. Y'all paying attention to that? Y'all paying attention at the grocery store and at the gas station and everywhere else that you might have to go? Are you paying attention to what's going on in New York and Atlanta and down in Florida and DC? Y'all paying attention to that? I am. I am. Want to know why? Because that is some BS. I don't care whether you cannot stand 45 or whether you are his biggest supporter. I don't care. I don't care. But let me tell you something. If it does not bother you what they're doing to that man and to his people that are around him, his lawyers, whew, then you are part of the problem. Because let me tell you, when you can't even hire an attorney, there is no such thing as attorney-client privilege anymore, y'all, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. We're in trouble. When they perp walk the 45th of this great nation, and they're going to do that tomorrow. They're going to perp walk him. They've already done his attorneys. Oh, Lord. Y'all, it's anarchy. Pure anarchy. Pure anarchy. In a time where we need to be focused on being able to buy groceries, being able to keep our house, whether we, owe a mortgage on it or whether we're renting it or whatever, being able to keep our house, being able to put gas in our car, feed our families, keep our insurance, pay our bills, not have to choose between, paying our utility bill, getting the medicines that we need if we're on medicines, or buying groceries to feed our family. We shouldn't have to choose between that. We're Americans. We're better than that. Okay? Well, we have been anyway. That's the way I see it. And I may lose a whole bunch of subscribers, but you know what? I'm a new channel. And we've not really explored some of this and my feelings on it. But y'all, this is me. This is how I am. This is who I am. And again, I don't care whether you love 45 or hate him. It should bother you to no end what's being done. It should. It should scare the absolute... I'm trying. Lord, I'm trying. It should scare the absolute crap out of you to know that that's being allowed to be done. It's time for somebody to stand up and say, that's enough. That's enough. If this was anybody but him, and I mean anybody in this world but him, there would already be, well, y'all know. Y'all already know what there would be. There would be rioting in the streets, and it wouldn't be a pretty thing. It just wouldn't be a pretty thing if it was anybody else besides the bad orange man who makes the mean tweets. Seriously. You missing that $1.78 gas, cents a gallon gas yet? I am. You missing that 99-cent loaf of bread? I am. Loaves of bread around here are between $4 and $5. Pound of hamburger meat is between $5 and $6. Every now and then you can catch it on sale, but that's a rarity. It's a rarity. And people in my little poor community, and I do live in a poor community, and people in my little poor community, I know some personally that are having to choose between their medicine and food for their kids and for them, that are having to choose between, their utilities and other things, because inflation keeps going up and up and up, even though they're saying that it's not. I go to the grocery store. I don't go to the grocery store all the time, but I go to the grocery store to pick up produce enough to know, and I do walk through and see enough to know that that's BS. Inflation is a real thing. Don't tell me it's not. I know better. Okay? I know better. When the cost of living continues to rise, but these people out here, not just people on fixed incomes, okay? People that work their butts off every day, and the cost of living continues to rise, but they're not making any more money. They're having to figure out how to make it stretch further, how to make it paycheck to paycheck. There's more people living paycheck to paycheck now than there ever has been, and some people can't even afford to live paycheck to paycheck. So I know a lot of people that are on fixed incomes. Ow, getting mosquito bit. I know a lot of people that live on a fixed income, and y'all, they're struggling. They're struggling. I know a lot of people that have lost their homes, whether they were buying it or whether they were renting it. They've lost their homes, or they're in the process of losing their homes because of all this. Even around here in this little blip on the map, rent, the cheapest that I've seen in forever, is about $1,200 a month. And they want $1,200 for the first month, $1,200 deposit or more, $1,200 for the last month's rent. And oh yeah, you want to bring that little lap dog you got, or that little kitten that you got? Well, that's a non-refundable $1,200. So let's just call it $5,000 and call it even. Ain't nobody afford that. Not around here. Not around here. You're talking about a poor community here. A poor community. And it's like that everywhere. It's not just here. It's everywhere. But, this is a poor community. We are a lakeside community, and we have a lot of tourists coming in for the lake during the summer, but in the winter it's dead. But can't nobody afford that. We need to be worried about that. We need to be worried about, helping our veterans, the people that stood and fought for our country. You remember those? Because a lot of those are homeless too. A lot of those need a lot of help, and they're not getting it. They're not going to get it as long as the prodigal son's daddy is in office. Y'all know who I'm referring to. So, yeah, Our country is in the middle of anarchy. Smack dab in the middle of anarchy. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get a lot worse before it gets any better, because we are just a little over a year away from another election. And y'all, it's fixing to get ugly, I'm afraid. It's fixing to get real ugly. And what I can say to each and every one of you is this. Even though I've only been on YouTube for about 2 months now, I can honestly say that I have made some really good friends. I have some of the best subscribers that YouTube could even begin to offer. I thank the world of each and every one of you that comments on my videos and is there and supports Aiden and I. I really do. And what I can say to each and every one of you is I hope you're prepared. I hope that something that I have said, and I'm going to switch hands here real quick. Something that I have said has clicked, and you started your own pantry, and you're getting ready, because it's looking more and more like this is going to get worse before it gets better. They're even talking about another lockdown within the next month or so, because there's a new variant called Eris that is here now. So, yeah, we've got that to look forward to. So I hope that you've got your pantry stocked, your freezer stocked, you're ready for all this to happen, and I hope you got it at a decent price. Because inflation is just going to continue to go up. The food prices are just going to continue to go up. I was watching, and I can't do this with my left hand, sorry. I was watching Pinball Preparedness. If y'all do not watch him, or you've not subscribed to him, to his channel, I suggest you do. He's a good man. He's a good man. And I've been watching him, and he was talking about, the Panama Canal and how there's issues there, and the ships are sitting there, and right now there's a 20-day wait for the ships to get through and all that. That's scary, folks. That's scary. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you need to research that too. It's scary. We've got so much more to worry about besides the BS that we've got going on right now, and the travesty of justice that is going on with 45. Look at all the people that still sit and say, oh, I didn't lose. You did. But they're not being indicted. They're not being perp walked into the Fulton County jailhouse. I mean, that's right down to even old Al. You remember him, the senator and the VP from Tennessee? That's embarrassing. But yeah, even old Al, he's still with his hanging chads. He's still having issues with that. But y'all, our country's in trouble. It's time to stand up. It's time to take our country back. It's time to stop letting the stupidity run rampant. It's time to stop letting the stupid people run the country. Now, I don't know who would be better. I don't. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I do, that, we need this one or this one or this one in the White House. I am not going to do that, because I don't know. I don't know. I have said this before on my channel, and I'll say it again. I don't trust none of them. They all lie. Every damn one of them. Sorry. But they do. Woo. Sorry about that. Tomato hit that thing. Anyway, 46 is auctioning off parts and pieces of the southern border wall. Really? Y'all do understand what's coming across that border, don't you? Y'all do understand why it was so important for that border wall to be put up, right? If you don't, then let me enlighten you. As the mother of an addict, I can tell you all too well what's coming across that border. It's my child's favorite pastime. And there's a lot of it. And it's killing people left and right every day. Every day. It is getting its grips on brand new people that have never been addicted, but are now, every day. Every day. And that's sad to me. What's really sad is that the realization that what's coming across that border could possibly be what takes my son away from me. But 46 is out here selling pieces of that wall that we, the taxpayers, paid for. We paid for it. But he's auctioning it off. Where's that money going? Is it going to help the people in Hawaii? Is it going to help the veterans? Is it going to help the homeless? No. Where's that money going? We'll never know. Sorry. We'll never know. I'm lethal with this thing, by the way. But yeah, when I saw that, that's when I had my feel. That's when I said enough's enough. And that's when I said, all right, Lord, I'm listening. If this is what you want me to get on here and say, and you want me to get on here and do, that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I've done. Again, you don't have to agree with me. We don't have to agree to get along. We've been divided and conquered, or that's the process that they're in right now, divide and conquer the whole country. That's what they're trying to do. But y'all, if y'all don't have your pantry started, or you don't have it stocked, you better get it done. You better get it done. Because the time's coming where you're going to wish you had. And if we go on lockdown again, and they're saying September, I've heard September or October, but they're saying September, we go on lockdown again, you're going to need that food. You may need it for other reasons too. I don't know. I don't know. I'm worried about what's going to happen tomorrow in Atlanta. Y'all, they're pulling out all the stops on this. They are. And they are ruining our judicial system. Absolutely making a mockery of it. Absolutely. And if you don't see the extreme necessity for someone to put their foot down and stop this soon, again, you're part of the problem. So, anyway, I've said what I said. I've spoke my piece and counted to 3. Now I'm going in. I'm hot. It's still muggy out here. And I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes. And if you watched this video to this part, thank you all for staying around. Thank you all for watching and supporting the channel. I hope that I will see you guys tomorrow when the next video comes out. And much love to all of you. Let's come together. Let's start putting our feet down and saying this is enough. We want our country back. Much love to y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.